Hey, what's going on, friends? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is Narwhal. I'm here with
Kyle.
Kyle.
Jordan.
Alec.
Yeah.
Here we go.
These are this is the four.
We're just going to cut John out of this podcast. We're going to talk ourselves. So, guys, how's your day been? Okay.
See, you guys need me, okay? I'm the facilitator here. I might not be the all-star, but I'm the Rajon Rondo, okay?
Oh, shit.
Actually, I don't really know if I want to be Rajon.
Can I be like a Matt Bonner?
Yeah, you can be Boner.
I could whap through.
Kyle just has boner. What if Kyle just always has a boner?
I do.
Yo, by the way, guys, so
Just glaze past that.
this is our first 4-person episode. Not our second 4-person episode, but our first one with the PIMS All-Stars, so to speak. We've got messages saying
All-star team.
we've actually got messages of people saying, are there more episodes with Willig and are there more episodes with Shim
And it was messages from Jordan and Willig. So,
on their second accounts?
yeah.
But yeah, so we got them to join us here today. This is the gang's all here. Shim has listened to last episode. Willig, I don't think you've listened to our last episode yet, but I wanted to give an update to the fans. I was hearing voices in my head. Turns out I don't think I have like onset of schizophrenia. I think what it is there's a thing called phantom noises. Have you guys heard about that?
Sounds like schizophrenia.
So apparently if you like are stimulated like all day or for long periods of time,
John's always stimulated.
and then if you step away from that stimulus?
Yeah.
You know
Stimulation?
Do you
Is
know
that
what
the word?
stimulation is?
Yeah, but I just didn't
The
know.
stimulus.
Simulation.
The stimulus is the thing that you would step away from, I think.
Okay, so you're wrong. So you just tried to.
I thought
Yeah.
you were just saying it wasn't a word.
No,
It is a
I was
word.
trying to figure out which word
I didn't
to
say
use.
it was the right word.
I think stimulus.
Turns out
Okay.
you can hear things that aren't there, and like for a lot of people it's buzzing, but maybe for me it's
So
voices.
sounds like you just need to be stimulated
Less.
24 hours a day.
No, I need to be stimulated less.
No downtime of the stimulation.
Do you guys feel like you're stimulated too much?
The
Just in
stimulation
day-to-day?
is a simulation.
Well, define stimulated.
yeah.
Just
Am I
like-
stimulated right now?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
of
yeah.
course we're stimulated.
But this is like a good stimulation.
how
I think you're stimulated or being stimulated if one of your 5 senses is being interacted with.
Then you're always
No,
stimulated.
because then you're like, what if you're sitting looking at a wall? Your sense of touch is still
And
engaged.
vision.
But your brain.
And vision.
Your brain.
And sound.
Yeah, I think it's more if you're
you're tasting.
actively engaged in something.
So if you're just dopamine rushed,
That could be like that would happen while you're stimulated, I would say. Okay, to answer your question, yes, I think I am.
How-
I think generally people are too much
Probably,
nowadays.
Yeah.
Especially with like cell phones. Cell phones are the big thing. Like it's just, there's always something like even if it's just like a buzz and you look at your phone, you're like, oh, okay, that's some stimulation, you know?
Or you get like the phantom buzz where you think someone texted you
Yeah.
and didn't. Yeah.
It's crazy how accepting we are of this newfound like addiction in society. Like everyone's just okay with being addicted to their phones.
Yeah, I think most
I'm not
people
gonna
are
change it.
aware that it is a problem, but they just do it anyways, yeah.
Yeah, like I
is
wonder
weird.
if in I don't know 100 years from now they'll look back on like if being addicted to the phones will be as bad as being addicted to cigarettes or something. You know.
No,
But
because
like, what if it leads? We haven't. I don't think we've had this technology long enough to see the long-term effects it could have on.
If it's
our
like
brain.
polluting my lungs or something,
But
I guess
it's
it could
fucking
like
up your brain, our brains, right?
No, I
Like,
got a strong brain.
So I think the difference is I feel like phones will continue to evolve in like the way we use them. Whereas like cigarettes, it's like it's a cigarette and you smoke
Yeah.
it and it does the
Yeah.
same thing and it's just not good for you, you know?
but they could evolve in like to get worse and worse because like Silicon Valley, the whole idea of like this tech sphere is that's built to get us hooked on it, right?
Yeah.
Like the algorithms.
well,
of
the
like,
algorithms of social media are designed to keep you hooked, but I think that if you use technology for the right reasons and like throughout your day, like for work purposes or something, you're not just mindlessly going through Instagram, then it's not a bad addiction at that
Right.
point.
There's good
Yeah.
things that come from it too.
Yeah.
And the other thing is I honestly think businesses are smart enough to realize that by making products that are better for consumers in the long run, that'll help them too. So they don't want to like make, like,
Except for your crack dealer, he wants to get
Yeah.
you hooked.
yeah, that's true.
He wants you coming back.
Your neighborhood crack dealer on the corner.
That's the same thing. So being addicted to crack is like the same as being addicted to your phone.
No, that's.
Duh.
I think that's actually
I think
the
it's
opposite.
no.
of
I
what
think
they
it's
were
pretty
saying.
similar.
Exact
I
same.
think it's
Exact
similar.
same.
Because like if I went to the bathroom, if I was a crack addict, I don't know if I could go to the bathroom without crack. I can't go to the bathroom without my phone.
Can you not?
I mean, I can.
Oh, that's a
but-
problem, Kyle. You might need to get that checked
Dude,
out.
no, but
Kyle's
how-
constipated on the
mental
toilet
block.
without
I'm
his
like,
phone.
Oh,
I can't go.
Mom,
Bring me my phone.
Slides into the door.
Suddenly,
Suddenly, just
as soon as it slides under the door, just it just pours out of his ass.
God.
How many hours a week? How many waking hours a week do you guys think you go without like intentionally being stimulated? So like being at work doesn't count because you're at work, and like playing video games doesn't count. But I'm saying like how many hours a week when you have your own time do you not be stimulated by things?
Does sleeping count?
No, sleeping doesn't count.
not.
So basically, you're just like
stimulated.
hanging out,
Like just sitting
Sitting,
and
like,
So,
thinking.
like looking. I don't
Listening
know,
to music
like,
doesn't count. Like if
No,
I'm
listening to
on-
music,
I'm
you're
on the bus.
stimulated.
Yeah, you can't listen
You're
to music.
stimulated if you're listening to music.
Dude, there might be like no hours where I
there's
do
like
that.
one-
I'd
once a
say like
week
a
where
couple,
I-
a few hours
There's
a
like
week.
an hour and a half to 2 a day for me.
What are you
A
doing?
day where you do
Yeah.
nothing?
Yeah,
What are you
I just
doing?
What do you
really
do? You just
well, not like
Just looks at the
I don't
wall.
hardcore meditate, but like I just kind of like
chill out for a
Breathe.
bit.
yeah. I not had. I have anxiety,
Yeah.
and so I do that. I'll do it in the morning when I wake up, and then I'll do it usually when I get home from work before I go to the gym, and then another time at night.
And you're good about stretching, and I feel like for you,
Yeah, no,
stretching is a
stretching,
lot of like
yeah.
zen time.
But are you
I don't know if
listening to music when
I'm
you're stretching?
no. When I'm stretching, because I want to hear my breath and I want to like feel it. Yeah,
You give
I
him
go-
a look like it's
yeah.
dumb.
You give me
No,
looks
I
like
don't
I'm
think-
crazy.
No,
No, that's good.
no.
I can touch my toes.
I
I
can
can-
too.
I can do
Barely.
cool shit.
No, that's good. I think most of us could probably use some extra time not being stimulated.
Yeah, there's the occasional time like I forget my
Dude.
headphones and I'm on the bus.
And it's the worst.
Anti-stimulate. Yeah.
Well,
It's the worst.
also, just like if I'm on Twitter for too long, it gives me a fucking headache. Like, stop bitching about your problems.
Dude, Twitter,
Just,
Yeah.
just go and do shit.
Yeah.
Stop complaining about it.
like part of me really likes Twitter. and
Yeah,
another
half of
me-
Twitter is really funny.
Part of me also just fucking hates its
yeah.
existence. Because it's like, dude, you never, at least for me, I never will get on Twitter and get off feeling better than I did when I get
Yep.
on.
No.
It's
Instagram,
a
I
little
might
worse.
get off feeling better.
Facebook, there's a 0% chance I like anything on there.
Yeah.
It's like I go on and I'm like, once again, why am I on here?
Why am I here? Yeah.
Dude, I miss the Facebook days though, when everyone our
you would
age was
poke.
active on it.
Yeah, the pokes, dude.
I wasn't
wars.
active in those days.
You weren't active
Yeah,
when
you didn't
get
have
this-
a Facebook
Yeah, I didn't
yet.
get
I
Facebook till
remember
like
that.
sophomore year.
Bro,
freshman
you
year.
missed out on the
Yeah, I
golden
know.
days.
Yeah.
That's how you found out if a girl liked you.
Yeah,
She poked
truth
you?
is.
Yeah,
Well,
you
or
guys
her
would
Or
truth
you
is-
poke her
poke
and
each
she
other,
hit you
yeah.
with a poke back, and you're
You
like,
guys
oh,
would poke
shit,
each other. Yeah.
I bet.
And then the messages
I don't think I
would
would've
start.
gotten any
Messages
pokes.
would start.
Yeah, no, I could talk about this conversation for a very long time. Social media, and I think
Yeah,
it's kind of a
you're
bit of a
not-
plague, honestly. Like, it's great in a lot of reasons, but I think it just causes a lot of problems too.
But you're not like a big social media guy.
Which is good. I
No.
I envy that. I think that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Agreed.
I catch myself on social media sometimes, and I have the same thought that you were just saying, like, why the hell am I on here? Even on
Yeah.
Instagram and stuff, like, yeah, it's cool, and I like seeing updates, but so much of it is just like this snapshot of like, oh, here's the best
Yeah.
moment of my life, and you go through this just all these like highlights, which is cool, but at the same time, it's like it's not reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I think subconsciously, especially for younger kids nowadays, I think it's especially harmful. Like for
Oh,
us,
yeah,
where
younger, yeah.
we started a little bit later, or like I guess we had Facebook, but it wasn't quite
Dude,
the
they
same.
start in like 5th, 6th grade.
Yeah, they're just like
That's so weird, dude.
all throughout growing up. That's what they're exposed to, and I just think it's probably not very good for their mental health.
No.
Dude, imagine the first thing you see when you get social media is like TikToks. Like back when TikTok is like still weird, but it's not as weird. But like 2 years ago or 3 years ago when TikTok was blowing up, it was like all just emo people dancing
Yeah.
and like fake bleeding and like, yeah. I'm like, what is this? But imagine you're like in 5th grade and your friends are like, yo, check out TikTok. And like,
oh,
that's-
another guy's bleeding. Yes.
yeah. And that's like the cool thing. I don't know, man.
I also think like I can't be the one to judge like what people do for fun, but it's like people will spend so many hours just watching these like 10-second clips of people doing these random like non-creative dances that
Yeah,
anyone
no.
can do, and like that's what's fun for them now. I'm like yeah, I'll go fucking, I'll go sit and play video games for hours, and some people probably would say the same shit about that. Like,
Yeah.
okay, go out and do something else. I get it, but I don't know. Like, I feel like there's some better use for your time than watching stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just game. Just game, kids.
I've thought about
Anything, honestly.
I thought about how much time I could accumulate if I took away all the, not even just all my social media time, but all the useless social media time. So if I I'm not talking about the times when I'm spending posting on PIMS or like engaging with
Commenting
fans
stuff.
or comments or whatever, but like just the useless shit. It's like months probably of my life.
Yeah.
That's depressing. That's
Yeah.
like sad as shit.
Think you spent more time on social media or playing video games in your life?
Video games, dude.
I hope it's video games, but I don't know.
Because honestly, I go on social media every day, but when I'm on social media, it's not for long periods of time. It's like to check out the DMs from my friend groups, and then maybe to watch a few fitness videos. I really don't follow a lot of people from high school. I kind of unfollowed everyone.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Kind of
do that
kind of
too.
a dick, but not really a dick. I
I
don't
mean,
really care.
The reality is you
Yeah.
grow up. And
Yeah,
you
you grow up.
When
It's
you
like,
don't
whatever.
care, you don't care.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Middle school, Modern Warfare 2.
But that's before like social media. Let's say since social media came out.
Okay,
Like,
but even then, have
we
you
have
looked
Facebook.
at your Call of Duty, like how
No,
many
I know.
days you've played?
I know. I'm
Dude,
aware.
now imagine that
Modern
with
Warfare 2.
Fortnite. Imagine that with Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Imagine, dude.
Black Ops 2.
So
Like,
much time.
In my most like depressed state, though, I'm on social media for like I don't know, 4 hours a day.
yeah.
Like that's like the worst of the worst, and
Yeah.
that adds up.
And it's like, so I was going to say, I've set I don't have it right now, but I used to have like one of those
Oh, I have a
timers
timer. I have
where
a timer
it
still.
locks you out of your social
I
media.
need to do
I've
gave
had that
up
for
on
like
that.
2 years.
And I set mine to 2 hours. And every day, like I'll hit that limit of 2 hours. And there's a lot of days where I don't game for 2 hours. So if I'm hitting that every single day, 7 days a week, that might actually have added up to more than my
Exactly.
gaming
But
time.
how much of that is productive time on social media?
Not that much.
Like 30 minutes.
Like maybe 25 minutes. Yeah.
Like, does YouTube count as social media for you or no?
YouTube's
No.
like
For me, I don't-
Netflix,
I don't-
which
yeah,
is
YouTube
different.
is more of
I
like an
agree.
entertainment platform,
Agreed.
in my opinion.
Yeah. I'd rather spend a lot of time on YouTube than on
Yeah.
anything
I would
else.
feel
I
way less
agree.
bad about that.
But
Should we get into we can get into either the meat or I can get into my story with Jordan.
Oh, let's do the story.
wait,
with
what's
me.
the meat? What meat?
The
meat of the
the
show?
one that you had me Google.
Oh, are we doing that? We don't have to do that.
I Google. I mean, yeah, doesn't matter.
Okay, let's get
Let's
into
just
the
do
story.
let's just do the
All
story really quick because it was the last episode that came out.
Okay. So 2 episodes ago, John was talking about how he when he was a little boy, he for some reason wrote boobs.com on
like
a sticky note.
Yeah.
And then his sister found it and then like brought it to him. And she's like, "Don't write that on a sticky note."
Yeah.
And then like they never talked about it after. It was like one of those things that just went unspoken for the rest of their lives.
You know, I feel like everyone's family has at least one thing that
Yeah.
everyone knows, but you just never address it.
And so I said that I
Yeah.
said in the episode, there's something with Jordan that I need to say.
Yeah, but the thing is, we've discussed it
We have.
personally, just not on the podcast.
We
I don't
have.
think.
Okay.
And it's like it's not something that we like bring up a lot. It's something we've probably talked about.
I don't,
like,
and I don't feel awkward about it. Do you feel,
I don't
do you
know.
feel awkward about it? I don't.
for a
feel
long time I did.
Oh,
now I don't.
I have never felt awkward about this story.
Well, okay. So
I don't even know what this is.
So this
guys.
was in like I don't know what
Fourth
grade,
grade,
probably fourth grade.
fifth grade.
So-
maybe? Definitely elementary school.
I was so I don't even know how I say this. I was introduced to porn in like 4th grade by somebody that was older than me, and so we're walking home from school and like it comes up in conversation. And I tell Jordan about it, and I tell him this website. I don't remember what it was, but
I don't remember the conversation we had. I
I remember. The
don't remember us
conversation.
talking
We were in the
about-
woods.
Can you give me a general?
We were in the
gist
woods,
of
and I was
conversation?
like, hey, like our friend showed us this this website. Like, you should go check it out. There's like naked girls and stuff. And Jordan's like, okay, cool. Like, I'll check it out. So then like a couple days goes by. I'm sitting having dinner. I was eating corn on the cob, sitting at the dinner table. I remember it was the day of the MLB All-Star game in Pittsburgh.
Oh, it's so vivid.
I remember this so well. I'm sitting down. I was like excited because the All-Star game was on. And then like my mom's like, dinner. I'm like, like I'd rather watch the All-Star game, but I'll go eat dinner. And then the phone rings. And then like whatever, my mom answers the phone. And then she sits back down and she goes, Jordan's in trouble.
it was the home phone.
Yeah. And I was like,
it was back with landlines.
Yeah.
yeah. And I was like, oh, why? And she's like, he got caught watching porn, and my sister starts laughing, and I didn't know what porn was. Like I didn't know what it was.
Karina was probably like, "Boo, roasted."
She was just like, "Oh," and I was like, "What's porn?" She's like, "Website with like people having sex on it," and I was like, "Oh."
Oh,
And
so
she's
you
like,
knew what sex was. you
Yeah,
just
and then
didn't know.
she's like, "Yeah, so Jordan said that you told him the website." I was like, "That fucking bitch ratted me out."
Snitch. Fucking snitch.
Snitched on me, and I was like, I have no idea. Like I don't know what you're talking about. I just denied, and she was like, okay. And it was the most awkward dinner ever. Went straight upstairs, watched the All-Star game. Later that night, she's like, Kyle, like, do you wanna anything else you want to tell me about this website? And I was like, nope. Never ever talked about it again. Actually, she got like parental control on all of our internet and stuff. I remember she brought it up years later. She's like, yeah, like when Jordan got caught watching porn, like I got all this like parental control, like because we were old and like I couldn't watch a rated R movie, and I'm like, Mom, why do we have parental control? She's like, oh, it's because Jordan watched that porn. I was like, okay.
Yo, wait, so could you never watch porn? Like, were they all blocked?
I found my ways.
But like, were the websites blocked? Like the big ones?
Yeah,
the PH?
I found my ways.
Okay.
So are mine, dude.
You find a way.
I feel the same way.
You find a way.
Anyways.
You find a way.
Yes, you find a way.
Wow,
Anyways,
your parents are
Now let's-
savage.
anyways,
Your
yeah.
side
So
of
that
the
was
story.
Kyle and I
So
were
that's my side.
Kyle and I were next door neighbors, and
Yeah.
we discussed this. He was gonna tell his side. I was gonna tell my side. You got what he got in the house, and now in my house. So what went down was
Probably so much worse.
I don't even remember the I don't remember us talking about it walking home, but what I do remember is it was 100% just my own curiosity. I was like John. I was like, I want to see some boobs, because I was like, and so I was like 4th grade, maybe 5th. I was really young, but I was like, Megan Fox is hot. So I type in Google
Oh.
Images, Megan Fox. And
I've
like,
done that.
And I'm like, this
was
is my
not what I told
this
him
is
to
my
Google.
first Google search ever, like naughty Google search, Megan Fox, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Wait, did you look up like Megan Fox naked or just Megan? Oh.
That was step one. That was just level 1, John.
Okay.
And then I go, oh, let's see how far I can take this. I go, Megan Fox, boobs, and then like her in like a bra comes up. I'm like, whoa,
Game changer.
like 4th grade Jordan Shim, like whoa. And
I
then-
am straight.
yes, that too, but and then like I went even deeper. I was like, Megan Fox, naked boobs, and I was like,
Naked
whoa.
boobs.
Obviously it was like Photoshop fake, but I
Yeah.
didn't know it was Photoshop back then. I was like, whoa. Anyways, and like Kyle said in the previous podcast, I didn't know what search history was back then. I'm in 4th grade. I'm
Yeah.
like, whatever. I'm just gonna exit out of this screen and it'll be good.
Was it on the home computer, like the family
Oh,
computer?
dude, we didn't have like laptops back then.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah.
like,
So the
yeah.
desktop
Oh
was like-
yeah,
It's like one
I
family
was
computer.
I remember I was doing a school project. I just kept on getting bored and horny. Like first time ever getting horny in my life, 4th grade.
He's doing a book report. He's like, Megan
No,
Fox.
that's literally it. I was doing a report on like sea turtles or something, like oceanography.
Okay.
And it was like sea turtles, and I was like, dude, I'm just so horny. I want to look at boobs. And then from the Megan Fox search, it just kept on getting worse and worse every day I did the project. Every day I would go deeper and deeper into just naughtier searches, and then until this one day I look up in just the regular Google, sex, or I'm like, because I didn't know the word porn. So I was like, naked sex. Shut up.
Naked
I was young.
No, I did the same thing.
Like,
I
we've
all done it.
I typed in boobs.com, dog.
Like it was dumb. Anyways, naked sex, right? And then I find these porn websites, and I'm clicking on like 4 different ones, dude. I'm like, this is awesome.
Got like 3 browsers open.
No, Kyle, literally, you are speaking no lies. No lies. I literally have like 3-4 different browsers open, watching like 4 different videos all at once, and
stimulation.
little Jordan Shim's just like, oh my fuck, what?
he clicks on like hot women near me that want to fuck. He clicks on that.
my God.
Anyways, so I was like in deep shit. Anyways. And I didn't know, like, and you know, in like the Google, it's not the search history, like the web search history. It's like the Google search, like search bar.
Yeah.
It's the most like 4 most recent. Obviously, it's gonna be like Megan Fox boobs. It's gonna be like naked sex. It's gonna be like boobs, butt, all that shit. And so my dad, dude, it wasn't even brought up like casually. It was like, Jordan, get in here.
Oh.
And I was like, oh no. And at first I thought it was my grades or like some like report card or like dude something. I didn't know what it was. And then he was like, were you looking at this? And it was like a total rhetorical question because he knew I was looking at it.
Yeah.
And he was like, were you looking at this? Who told you about it? And dude, the amount of
bitch.
I was literally like,
God damn it.
because you had your first panic attack, right? And so
Yeah.
you know that during a panic attack, when you're like just numb and you're feeling like your whole body's buzzing, right? I literally felt that as like a fourth grader. I was like, dude, I was scared for my fucking life. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be disowned, maybe killed tonight. And because if you don't know the wrath of my dad, Kyle knows. Kyle's seen it like very few times. Yeah. And it's this, my dad mad is one of the scariest things in life. Anyway, so he's like interrogating me, like, who showed you this? Where'd you learn it? Blah, blah, blah. Like, this is not okay. And so at first, it's like totally, I'm like, I don't know. Like I just wanted to see it. Like I just looked it up, and he goes, and he literally was like, no, who showed you it? And he was like making me say a name, and I was like, I was just doing it. I don't know. And I was like, literally telling the truth until
he pinned you in a corner.
Exactly. He wanted me to say a name, and so at first I said, I was like, well, Kyle knows about it. I didn't say Kyle showed me. I was like, Kyle knows about it, and like Paul knows about it, and so
God damn it.
and so that happened, and then he was like, I'm gonna call them right now. I'm like, dude, like, you know when other kids say, I'm gonna tell on you? Imagine your fucking parents saying, I'm gonna tell their parents about the shit you did to get them in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm like, please don't do that.
My life is over.
And I remember he was like, you, like, one more chance, like, you better tell me, like, who, because if it's not Kyle, if it's not this person, like, you're gonna be in more trouble. I'm like, and I remember there's this one kid in elementary school I just fucking hated.
Did you pin it on him?
Yep.
Oh.
and my dad literally looked through the school directory of our elementary school to try and find his name, and for some reason, dude, he had Asian parents, so like, you know how like, it was optional, you didn't have to put your home phone number in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They didn't, and so you literally couldn't find his name. And the funny thing is his name was like sounded familiar, or like it was spelled really similar to someone else's name, and he's like, is it this person? And I was like,
yeah.
I was like, no, not that person, because I knew that person. I was like, they're gonna get really mad.
That's the wrong
That's
kid.
the wrong kid.
That's a weird conversation. It's like,
No, but that's what happened in my house. I got spanked. I got I literally got like beat. Not just spanked. I literally got like beat.
awesome.
And then you totally got the worst of it, Kyle. You totally got the worst of it.
I'm saying I didn't deserve my awkward situation.
No, so I had to talk to my dad about it multiple times. And then, you guys remember the GoDaddy Danica Patrick commercials that would come on during like the Super Bowl and like NBA playoffs, early 2000s, mid 2000s, half naked, waving a racing flag. Yeah. Anyways,
I remember those.
they would come on during like sports games, and so my family and I would always watch sports games together. And this was after the porn incident, obviously. And Kyle said that him and his family like never brought it up. He always like pushed it on the rug.
Yeah.
My family literally just like shoved it in my face. They were like, it was like GoDaddy. It was like a website domain place, like where you can make your own website.
Yeah.
But it was advertised like a porn website. And so my dad was like, Jordan, no going there. And like in front of my two brothers, in front of my mom, I'm like,
oh no.
I'm like, Dad.
So he basically like rubbed it in your face forever.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
I'm sure.
Since then? Like,
Yeah.
recently?
No, not recently, no.
Okay.
But like
Last night, actually.
dude, even in high school, I'm pretty sure this was like one or two times. He was like, I don't know the exact conversation, but porn definitely got brought up.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You can't really get mad at a high schooler though for watching
dude,
porn.
I don't know why my dad's getting mad at me in the first place. If my son is watching porn, I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, regardless, it's like a normal thing.
Regardless,
Yeah.
he has hormones going.
I feel like
he's gonna take care of him.
All right. I don't think it's a weird or unnatural thing for kids
I
to
wouldn't
do that.
spank
Like,
my
you
son.
go around and interview a bunch of
Yeah.
like fifth graders, like 95% of them probably
Like
have watched
everyone
porn.
has Googled like boobs.
Everyone's-
Like I know I did it
done
once
it.
too, and I think I Googled boobs, and then I didn't know what a boner was, but I Googled like I heard someone say boner, and I knew that was in the realm of like, so I
Yeah.
Googled boner, and I remember it was a stuffed bunny with a huge boner. And I was like, what's
Wait,
that?
like a real penis, like a.
It was like Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
But it was like a fuzzy one.
I didn't know if it was like a guy who like shoved his dick through like a bunny.
It's like
fake-
Roger.
No.
It's like Roger.
No, it was like
Rabbit
it was
with
Google
the
Images,
huge-
so it was just like, yeah.
Okay.
And then my mom saw it and she's like, "What's this?" And I was like, "I was just curious. I don't know."
I'm
Yeah.
just curious.
You know how? So Shim was saying how like the GoDaddy was always like very provocative and like
Yeah.
like as a kid, I agree. I also
same.
thought it was some weird sexual thing, but that's
Yeah.
just what they did on purpose. But like, I have a couple other memories of things that weren't porn related that like I always thought were, and I'm curious if you guys thought. So, one, there was those Carl's Jr.'s commercials.
Oh yeah, with them eating the burgers, like
Yeah.
Oh, the slow
sexually.
motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name? Like, it wasn't like Paris Hilton. It was like some famous like old, like not old.
Wait,
but-
am I thinking of the same thing? Aren't they like saying like, oh, it's so juicy?
Yeah, and she would like bite
Yeah.
They'd
into
be
it.
like
Yeah.
eating it really
It's like
sexually
seductively
and like,
describing it.
Yeah, but
seductively.
the star was like a singer, like a blonde star who like
I don't remember who she was, but I remember she was hot.
Simpson?
maybe it was Jessica Simpson.
I don't know. That was just a random
It,
blonde.
it could have been. I don't know.
I don't think
I
so.
don't remember.
And then there was also so have you guys were you guys big into America's Got Talent?
Yeah.
Like, do you
Yeah,
feel like
I
you
watched
watched a
it.
lot of the seasons?
Yeah.
Watched it again,
Okay,
man.
do you guys remember there was this one girl who had this act that I rewatched her act on YouTube like 30 times. Okay, so she was I'm serious. I'm curious if any of you guys remember.
She's like a contortionist.
No, so she was like this like weird like it was like I can't remember. I think she was like a dancer or something, but she was in this like skin tight latex suit. It was like a black latex.
There have been a few of those
Catwoman
over the
suit,
years.
basically.
Huh?
Like Catwoman, basically.
Yeah, kind of like like
Alright.
Catwoman, but she was like ethnic, like a
Okay.
different.
She was ethnic.
Well,
Okay.
she was from a different country. Okay, I don't know where she was from.
That's like a bad way of saying not white.
Well, what am I? What term?
Ethnic is not a good way.
What am
to
I
say
supposed to say then?
Is ethnic really like a
I don't know.
derogatory
I feel
term?
like it is.
That's
That's like when someone says Oriental. Like that's.
Oriental's bad.
Yeah, that's
ethnic
worse.
though.
Is
but
ethnic
it's
bad?
quite literal. She's
Yeah, it's like
literal-
ethnic.
Ethnic
Ethnicity.
is so general that it's just
Because
Like,
it means
if I
like
wanted-
non-white. Like I'm
Well,
technically.
but what's another way of
ethnic.
saying
Like,
that
what-
she's
what's-
not white?
Yeah, if I wanted to say she's not
If
white,
you
what do
don't
I
know-
say?
if
You don't know what
where
she
she's
is?
Why do you
from.
need to specify that she wasn't white though?
Because like she's I
That's
don't know
true.
because
Why
she's.
is it important to the story.
She's hotter.
I'm trying,
She's hotter than
I'm trying to
John.
describe what
Okay,
she
yeah.
looked
Okay,
like.
okay,
to you
okay.
guys.
Yeah.
Anyways, go on.
Fine, she wasn't ethnic. I don't fucking know. God damn it! I'm just trying to describe this girl.
keep going. Any other words you want to use? Eskimo.
But like, dude, I just remember she had like long, straight black hair, and she was in this latex suit and would do this really sexual dance, and had the biggest ass.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
No one remembers
I
that?
feel like there's been a few of those.
There's been a few of those, like this latex dancers, you know.
Ethnic dancers.
Anyways, one of the a different thing from our childhood that got me horny as a kid was California Girls by Katy Perry. The music
Oh,
video.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Yeah.
music videos in general. Do you ever
Yeah.
watch like
Cyclone.
Nicki Minaj music videos
Yeah.
and stuff like
Like
that?
as a kid,
dude?
I was like, wow,
Anaconda.
this is
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but for
That's-
sure,
that's
California
classic.
Girls was
Yeah.
like probably.
Is
my
that the one
all-time.
with like Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
She's
Candyland.
wearing like cupcake,
Yeah.
like cupcake bra or something.
Yeah.
Dude,
like that,
everyone has jerked off to that news once. Every guy between the age of like 20
facts,
and
though.
24.
That's facts, though. And if you're denying it, you're lying.
You're wrong.
Willig,
You're lying.
Willig, when's the first time you saw a boob?
right? In real life
Well, like
or in
Or
like,
on a screen or
on
like-
a screen.
as a child.
In real life.
Real life boob.
I don't know. It was probably like 4th grade or something.
You don't have like
Maybe
a
third.
vivid memory ingrained in
No.
your
Yeah,
brain.
you ever
like
got
us?
like caught googling?
I don't. No, I've actually never been caught. By my
How?
parents. Or okay, it's never been brought up. I've never been caught that I'm aware of. But there has been a time where I think my dad might have known and just never said something.
Yeah.
Homie
But we've
shit.
never
Homie
never
shit.
talked about it. Never brought it
You
up.
should bring it up.
Bad
No,
respect.
I mean like
Dad, you ever see the porn?
Hey, Dad, you ever clear my search history for me?
I was
You ever-
always
you ever-
pretty
you ever
good
see what
about
I'm
the
into?
search history.
Yeah.
But you knew what that was when you were in like 4th grade.
Well, dude, honestly, like I
'Cause
don't.
you had an iTouch. So
I
you,
had an iPod Touch when I was like in
Oh,
like
so your
5th
search
grade
history
or
was
something
probably
like that.
wild.
Yeah, so I was in control, dude. I could do whatever the hell I wanted.
Willig
on
didn't
there.
clear that for like 3 years.
Just
He's
breaks
setting
down.
bookmarks. He's setting favorites. He's like, this was fire. I'm gonna save this.
Yeah,
for
I've
later.
got a bunch of links saved. Like, yeah.
At what if you're a parent at what age should you be alarmed, or should you ever be alarmed if your kid if your kid's in 3rd grade and you see that they're like watching porn,
I was in 3rd grade when I first
I
saw
wouldn't
it.
should
I
you
was
even
in-
like
I was in
address
3rd
it to
or
them
4th.
though? Like in a
Yes,
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah,
you
you
should
should-
tell
I think
them.
you
You
should
should
address
teach
it.
them just like
This isn't
the-
like
This
real.
isn't real life.
this
Yes.
isn't real life, and also
Don't do
like
this.
there's actual dangers of just like
Yeah.
kid abductions out there, or like teenage abductions. So like, I mean, teach them like everything about it, but like
Yeah.
if you're horny, do something about it. It's like
I'm not gonna tell my kid to jerk
I
off.
mean, yeah, I don't think you should ever really.
It's
suppress
good for testicular cancer.
Kids. I don't know,
Yeah,
natural feelings and desires. Like,
Yeah.
Did
it's
your parents ever
normal,
give you
like-
the birds and the bees book?
No.
What?
My mom awkwardly gave it to me, and I was like, "Mom, I don't want to read it." She's like, "Just read it." Like, put it on my nightstand.
Oh,
I was
so
like,
you-
no, never read it.
So you knew what she was trying to do?
Yeah, but I already
What
knew.
is that book?
I already like knew
It's
everything.
how to like
because
have
I was
the sex talk without actually having
Yeah,
to
I've-
have the sex
yeah.
talk.
Oh, see,
It's
my
like a
dad.
book.
My dad had the sex talk with my older brother, but he didn't have it with me.
I
and my
never
little
had an
brother.
official
Yeah,
sex talk.
I never
either.
did.
Like,
Yeah, my dad actually asked me. He was like, because my mom was always pushing like have the talk with him, and my dad one night I remember he was like, so like mom wants me to talk to you about it. I'm like, you don't need to. I'm like,
cool, I'm out.
because I was like, I already know, and that was after my porn incident. So he's like, yeah, you already know. Like, he didn't say that, but he's like, yeah, you already
He's like,
know.
yeah, I watched.
Holy
I
shit.
checked your search
Holy
history.
I
shit,
saw what you were
holy
watching.
shit.
Yeah, that's funny. My parents never had a talk with me or anything. But I do think since they caught that I Googled boobs or typed in boobs.com.
Wait,
Actually, no, they never caught that on the
It was just
computer
Morgan.
ever.
Did
My
Morgan
s-
have a talk with you?
my sister is kind of the one that had to talk with me. She was just like, don't Google that. And I was like, all right.
Don't write it on
Yeah.
sticky notes and leave it around the house. John's like, put it on the refrigerator. I won't
Oh,
forget it. I won't
yeah.
forget it now.
Yeah. But so I can't believe, Will, you don't remember, like, you don't have a vivid of like
the first time.
like seeing boobs, like where you were. Like I remember
I
every
I
remember
remember
detail.
everything.
I remember.
Like the first video that you watched or the first picture you
Yeah,
looked
you
up
don't- you
type
don't-
of thing. Like,
what
you
about-
remember that?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You think about it, okay?
I'll try to think about it. I'm pretty sure, like, I remember at some point definitely like looking up like Megan Fox and the
Yeah,
classic,
classic.
We've
all,
all
all the
go-to.
ones, all the like actresses that we all thought were like hot when we were in whatever
Yeah.
fourth
Yeah.
grade is like, yeah, I definitely looked them all up, but I don't remember specifically. No.
Okay. What about, did you guys ever like take like any of your parents' magazines that had like good
I
some
was
juicy
never a
content?
magazine person.
No.
Because I got Sports Illustrated and East Bay magazines.
Bro,
That was it.
I started with the iPod Touch. So like
Willig
once you
just-
start there,
he
you're
started
like,
with
you're
just
not
like-
going back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started on the big desktop, bro. I'm not going back.
Bro, I actually can confidently say I've never looked at porn not on a phone.
I have.
I've never looked on like a laptop.
You
or
should
a-
you should get a lightning cable, HDMI, put it to the big flat screen
TV.
TV.
and blast it through Bose speakers in your house.
Your dad was watching porn on your TV, wasn't he? Or that was
Well-
in the hotel.
Yeah, no. So you guys want to hear a story?
So that's a weird like.
This is you want to hear a story?
Without context, all the viewers
Yeah,
are so
yeah,
we talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, so
I think.
I actually, I never heard. I heard the story through my sister's friend, and then my sister was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I never told you." So, I don't know what the context was, but my sister and my dad were on a road trip together, and like they finished driving for the day, and they like got their hotel room or whatever, like 2 beds, and they're like going to sleep, and my sister like leaves the room to go to like I don't know, she had to go get something, maybe like a bucket of ice or something. So she leaves the room, and when she comes back, there's like this like porno on, and my dad's just laying there like in the bed, and my sister's like, "Dad, like what the fuck are you watching?" He's like, he said something along the lines of, I just had to check to make sure like what this was because I didn't know what it was." And then
man.
and so he claims that like he didn't think that it was porn because by the name, like hotel
like
porn.
Wet and Wild didn't do it for him.
Yeah, like Wet and Wild or like Thick and Juicy like
Oh
was a
my
little
God.
too confusing, so he had to click.
Oh my god.
That's
So
so
then she
funny.
walks in and she's like, "What are you watching?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know. I just had to."
It's
just so awkward.
He just jiggles the remote. Just nothing.
At least he didn't like try to like hide it. He was
No,
just like,
like-
yeah, I'm watching porn.
Yeah,
Makes
no,
it more believable for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't like doing it. He was just like,
It's like, what the
laying
fuck
just-
is up, Morgan? I'm watching porn. Fuck
There's
off.
nothing on TV.
Be back in
This is what-
5.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Damn, bro.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't have any desire to like watch anything on a bigger screen. Like I feel like it gets
I'm-
the job done. just fine.
I've tried it.
Does it change your experience?
Honestly, I'm not sure I'm a fan either.
Okay.
It's kind of just like too much.
It feels
Yeah, it's
weird.
like you feel like why am I going through this much effort?
I don't
for
need to
this?
do this. you
Yeah,
know?
like it's a little overwhelming, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, another
Yeah.
thing. So I said, when should you like address it with your kid? And then Shim was saying like, there's like dangers to it. And I was going to say, I've heard a story about this guy who, super sad. He's like, I think he's like 18, 19 or 20. And he's like in a group of like porn addicts, which is like, there's like help groups for it. And he like was so addicted to porn and like watched so much porn that he is now like not even 20 years old, and he cannot get hard unless he takes like a ton of Viagra and watches the fucking kinkiest shit, because nothing satisfies him. Like nothing stimulates him enough, because he's watched so many things that now he needs like the weirdest, most fucked up shit.
Sucks, dude.
It's like
And he's not even 20, and he's a virgin. He's yeah.
That
tough,
sucks.
dude.
That
Can't get hard
sucks.
anymore,
That's
and he's
rough.
never
Hey,
even had sex.
Stick your fist on my asshole while you suck my dick.
Yeah, and it still might not do it for him, dude. That's
like-
fucking sad.
You guys have seen
That's
that
so
Black
sad.
Mirror episode, right?
Which one?
The one
I've
where
seen them all.
the
Fucks
dude
pig.
he's a doctor and he gets this like technology, like this wearable technology, so he can feel the patient's pain.
Okay.
So he knows how to diagnose it and how to treat it better.
I still don't really
And he-
remember that episode.
Okay. So he's this doctor, like a surgeon or something,
Yeah.
right? And he gets this technology so he can literally feel exactly what the patient is feeling. So he knows how to like pinpoint where the issue is. But he uses it for so long that he gets used to the feeling of the pain and then starts chasing the feeling of pain. So then he like gets fucked up, and he like the only way he can get off is like by
Diving up a building or something.
by like experiencing a lot of pain. So then what he does, like spoiler for anybody who wants to watch this episode,
It's fun.
he ends up like putting this device like on, at one point he puts on this homeless person, but then so he can feel the pain of the homeless person.
And, does
then he
have
like
them get beat up.
well
on
then
purpose?
he like totally like hurt like basically tortures them so that they're in a ton of pain.
Oh, so he
so that
intentionally.
he can feel the pain
Oh my God.
to get off. It's
Oh
like
my
super
God.
fucked up. But,
Wait, he gets off on the pain?
Yeah.
So he just like breaks his legs. Like, oh yeah.
yeah, but he's hurting other people. But then since they're wearing this device, he can feel the pain that they're feeling. So he's not hurting
Damn.
himself.
So he was
but
too
he's
rich to
experiencing
feel the
their
pain of a homeless person. So he had to put it on a homeless person and then start beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
pretty much.
It's fucked.
Damn, dude, I don't remember
Yeah.
that episode. Yo, Black Mirror is such a good show.
I haven't
I don't
watched
watch
a lot
enough
of the
of it.
recent stuff, but yeah, it is. It's fucking crazy. It's also pretty dark.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
like it's pretty messed up in a lot of them. But
Well, it's not white mirror, you know? Ha.
got it.
Okay. Ethnic mirror.
God damn it. But yeah. What's going on?
You know,
Should we do the would you rather or the
Do we want to do that?
What is it?
what are we at right now?
40 minutes?
We can do it. Yeah, if you want.
Okay. Did you find good ones?
Yeah, I can find some good ones in here.
Okay. So I had this idea before you guys got over here. I was like, since it's, all the homies, the all-stars of PIMS, what if we do like a Never Have I Ever, but podcast version? So we're just going to,
I feel like Willig and I are going to lose.
I also feel like it may not be the right thing for the podcast, but we can try.
but like we're going to try and find some more obscure.
Yeah, it's not just gonna be like sex. Like I've never like been fisted or something.
You've never had sex?
Never been fisted?
Kyle, you've never been fisted, bro?
No, can't say that I have.
We'll see. If this sucks, it sucks, but
Okay. Ooh, never have I ever stood someone up on a date. Have you guys ever done that?
No.
Me either.
haven't
That's
been
a
on many
terrible thing to
dates.
do.
bro.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's really fucked up. I
I've
would
been-
never do that.
I will say there's been times.
How many dates? I've
Have you been stood up? Anyone?
No.
No. Me neither.
I've been tempted though when like I had been talking to a girl and got to a point where I realized like I'm not really that interested anymore,
Yeah.
but I still went, and then after that I just didn't talk
You
to
just
her.
ghosted him.
Yeah, so I was like,
usually ghost them before I do.
Yeah,
it.
same.
I'm usually like, okay, I'm not interested.
You
Just
ghost them
stop
early.
responding.
Yeah.
yeah, but I would have done that, but it was already booked for like the next day or something.
You could just unbook.
But that's
You just be
basically
like, hey, I realize I
bailing.
don't like you.
Yeah, but I feel like canceling is different than standing someone up. Standing someone up is when you like have the plan, and you just don't.
All right,
show
see
up.
you at 6. Don't go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just
That's
wasted-
just-
I
that's
just I
just
just
fucking
ruined your whole
savage.
night. Wasted your time.
I would kind of like to do that if like I was talking to someone and then found out that they're like a
Fucking
terrible
bitch.
person or something.
Oh.
Or if I find out that they
Yeah.
like, I don't know, like did something really bad and like they don't think I know, I'd plan the date and then just
Like,
not
how
go.
bad are we talking?
I don't know, like if they like slept with my dad or something. Like,
Okay.
you know.
I mean, I would.
I never
I
said
would-
I slept with your dad.
I never said I slept with your dad.
All right.
Okay. Never have I ever done a nude streak in public. This is super British. Never have I ever done a nude streak in public.
You guys have
streaked?
You've done
I
it?
have too. Yeah.
I've never done
Yeah,
it.
you've done it.
Shit. I've done it a couple times.
Trolled and he trolled and
I wasn't
died.
even thinking
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
the only reason I've ever.
Yeah, I trolled the
I did it in
pond.
like 3rd grade.
Where did you guys have to
Through
run
my
naked?
neighborhood.
Not
Chilean.
far.
How far?
Mine was in the Greek system though.
I had a
Like down the main street?
No, it was like up around the corner. I don't know if you wouldn't really know where it
Yeah.
is, but our house is like basically 1 block away.
Oh, okay.
In
yeah.
the
I
Greek
pretty much
system.
ran a
But then
block
we had to
in Chilean
run
around
up and
Logan's
then run
neighborhood.
back. It wasn't far, but it was
Yeah.
It was also dark, so that was nice.
Oh, mine
but
was like
middle of the
11:30
day.
a.m.
In the morning?
Yeah, we were in Chilean, and so we were playing beer
It's a whole early
pong.
streak.
Yeah, it's a bright early morning streak. Yeah.
So if you have to like lose a drinking game and you have to run naked and like a cop sees you,
Well, that's
do you get in
Yeah,
trouble for
yeah,
that?
Yeah,
100%. You,
the
Like,
cops.
but they told me to.
Oh, you trolled? Yeah, your nudity's
Like, oh,
okay.
pussy.
Your nudity's okay.
no, like a lot of people at UW have actually stopped doing that or stopped enforcing it as much because people have gotten in trouble.
Okay. So where do they draw the line of public nudity? Like if I wear a thong and that's it, is that nude? Am I nude in
Your
public?
balls would probably be hanging out.
Probably, yeah.
Your cheeks
But if
would
I'm
be
wearing
out.
boxers,
It's like what do they actually call it?
public indecency.
indecency. Yeah. So it's not necessarily you have to be naked.
You're just being indecent to the public.
yeah.
no one
But
wants
if,
to see
if
that.
it's
No one
something
wants to
that-
see that.
If it's
Yeah.
a
Sounds
site
pretty
that's
decent.
disturbing for normal people, then yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
it's
I'd like
probably-
to
If
see me
it's
naked.
disturbing enough to get the cops called on you or something,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Never have I ever been thrown out of a bar or club.
that's 3. All right, we're down to 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, why'd you
Nah.
get thrown out? What'd you do?
It's too drunk.
Oh.
That's how it usually
But like,
happens.
were you like trying to fight someone?
No,
or-
I was just like almost falling over and falling asleep.
Oh.
Almost like John's birthday.
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah.
You were on the verge, but you just kicked yourself out.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Never have I ever sent a dirty text to the wrong person.
Oh no, but I've come real close.
I'm trying to think.
I one time I like had like a
I've sent
not
like
not a dirty text, like a risky text.
Yeah.
Like a like
I love
a-
you.
Yeah, like a really like emotional text, and it was like the wrong person. And before I hit send, I was like, oh shit.
I've sent Snapchats to the wrong people.
I sent snaps to the wrong people.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Is that's happened. Then you have to like play it off like it didn't happen, but it totally did.
Yeah.
John, I have a screenshot of John. He's like, I haven't had sushi in so long! Exclamation! Exclamation! And I was
Yeah,
"What?"
like it was just a normal snap, just not something I would send to Kyle.
Yeah, it was just funny because John, it was I could tell it was being sent to a girl because of the, like his
Use
face in the
a-
picture.
use an
Yeah.
exclamation point.
Yeah, and his face in the picture too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, everyone has a different face when you're snapping a girl
Oh,
than when
exactly.
you're with
Yeah.
the boys.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
like
your-
sending a selfie to you guys.
Well,
and
no
being
one, none of us are trying to look good for the
Dude,
boys.
it's your
Yeah.
normal. It's like your. I was talking about this with my coworker. It's like you have a voice with your boys, you have a voice with like your family, and you also just have a voice for like regular people.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna go up and talk to a regular person.
And you're like your girl. Like if you're
Yeah,
with
exactly.
just your girl too.
Like if I go up to you guys, I'm like, "What's up, fucking pussies?" I'm not just gonna go up to a random guy. What's up, pussy? How you doing today?
Well,
I
that's-
hope you have a great
your
workout.
fluctuation usually changes too, and like your tone of voice
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
like
yeah.
oh hey, this is Jordan
I got-
from
yeah,
the
100% I
gym.
talk
Like
higher.
hey, how you doing?
yeah. But
Yeah.
what sucks is like I want to. Whenever I like get in a relationship again, I want it to be where like the way that I talk to my girlfriend is like not shit on by like my friends.
I want to
hey,
get.
baby girl.
Well, that's
yeah.
honestly just on us.
Well,
like,
no, the thing
Yeah,
I
like,
want to get to
that's
a point.
on us for being
No,
immature.
I
like,
just
ooh,
want-
you're fucking you
Well,
simp or like.
No, I
whatever,
just
you
want a
know?
girl who I can talk to like I talk to the boys. Like don't
Not like
fucking,
100%. Like
No, not
I
like
don't
that. Like,
fuck
but like,
you,
but like,
bitch.
no, okay, yeah, but like,
What's up, bitch?
Yeah, where she just gets your humor.
like
and,
she just gets the humor, or she just like
yeah, that'd be
understand.
ideal.
Like she can tell me to chill out. I won't get mad. I can tell her to chill out. She won't get mad. I heard that's a really big problem.
It is a big problem.
Chill out.
Telling girls to chill out. I
Don't
heard that's a
do
big
that.
problem.
You heard, yeah.
I've tried it myself. Didn't work out very well.
I saw.
We all grew up with sisters, so we know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't do that.
no, dude.
Two brothers. I tried it. Didn't work
I
out.
saw a tweet yesterday and it said, when a guy says "Don't start with me," a girl hears,
I'm starting with you.
yeah, or like I forget what it was, but it was like every time you say that, you know it's gonna be bad.
Don't start with me. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Wait, speaking of sending stuff to the wrong person, I'm not gonna say who because maybe we'll have them on the show and they can tell the story. But one of our friends the other day told Kyle and I that another one of our friends accidentally sent a text to like their pastor, and they what did he say?
He said like someone was taking too long. Like he was picking somebody up and they were like being slow inside, and he's like, "What are you like tugging a rope or something?"
Yeah. So he texted. He meant to send to his friend, "Yo, what's taking you so long? Are you tugging rope in there?" And he sent it to his pastor.
Oh, and judging by that, you guys can probably guess who that was. Ooh. Okay, this one's kind of gross, but not like okay. Have you guys ever used someone else's toothbrush? I have.
I've used my brother's on accident.
Does it count if it's a family member?
I guess so.
Okay, then
Yeah, I
I've
guess.
used my brother's on accident.
I've used my dad's.
Yeah.
Like on vacation.
Yeah,
or
I
something.
feel like I probably have on vacation.
What about
once
like a
before,
non-family member?
No.
No.
I don't
It feels weirder, but it's really not any different.
It's really
I
not
know. I
different.
have now. Like I felt weird.
Because
and I was
like I'll
like
drink
give
out.
him-
I'll drink out of the same bottle, like alcohol. I'll drink out of the same cup. I'll
Yeah.
eat his I'll eat the rest of your burger, but your toothbrush I just won't stick in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd much rather eat someone's food than drink out of their drink, which is weird because it's like the
Because
same
there's
thing.
backwash though.
If you guys had to pick one person's toothbrush here to use, who would you use?
Willig's.
Yeah, I'd probably use Willig.
Willig's or Kyle's, yeah.
I think Willig is the most sanitary.
How often do you guys floss?
Nah.
I floss like 3 times a week.
I floss
That's
three
more
or four times
I'm
a
probably like once or twice a week. Honestly, I need to get better at flossing.
Yeah,
But-
me
I was
too.
really bad. I used to do like the 2 weeks leading up to my dentist appointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually what I'm doing.
Well, you guys both wash your face, right? Or you also wash your face every
Yeah.
day?
Yeah.
Well, I've always had acne.
well, no,
God, you got a dirty ass face,
We've
right?
always had Alec and I have always had acne problems, so like
Yeah.
we've always had to wash our face.
Yeah.
I only like I'll wash it in the shower, but I'll never like before bed. I don't like wash my face.
Oh,
I don't
always do.
always anymore. Sometimes I sometimes I
Crusty
get
boy.
lazy.
Well, with the mask, I have to, dude.
Yeah.
My face feels
Yeah.
gross.
Fact.
Well, so like when I was younger, like when I was like going through puberty and stuff, like my acne got pretty bad, so I had to twice a day no matter what. But I've kind of grown out of that for the most part. Like I'll still get some sort of acne, like especially with the masks. It happens every now and then, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I get lazy and don't wash my face at
Yeah.
night, but I wash it every morning.
If I don't,
I also
wake up
usually
with acne.
shower twice a day, so I usually do wash my face.
You shower twice a day?
Only when I work, because I get sweaty at work. So,
So
I have
you'll
to shower
you
after.
wake up. Will you shower
Whoa.
on the days you work? If you work at night, will you shower in the morning or will you shower right before going to work?
Depends on when I get my ass moving
Okay.
and like actually start doing shit. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't really have anything scheduled till work, so a lot of times I'll just be like hanging out until then. So sometimes I'll shower earlier if I have to like run errands or do something.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'll wait. But yeah, it's once before work and then once after work. So
Damn, bro. Double
every
showers.
time I shower,
I like showering. I can never get myself to like spend that much time. Like if I'm gonna take a shower, I don't like to do quick showers. I like to just embrace the shower usually.
Okay, well that's so opposite of what you used to be like. You used to give me so much shit for taking long showers.
He does take long showers.
no, I
the
take like
longest.
15-minute showers.
No.
Like,
That's
not that-
long.
Yeah,
That is-
it's not
that's
that long.
super
though.
long.
No, it was not 15 minutes, dude. It was like 30.
Dude, but
Okay,
even,
I
don't
times it's
even a
used-
wait,
15-minute
when was
shower.
this?
Every sleepover
In
ever.
every middle school sleepover.
I don't
No,
remember.
they
I don't
would be
remember
like,
you ever
they would be
showering
like
in a
20,
sleepover.
25 minute
Googling Megan
showers.
Fox.
They used to be like 20, 25 minutes, which is long. I
That's
get
so
it.
long.
I get, and I don't shower that long anymore.
I shower pretty long now.
Now
actually.
it's like 15 minutes for me, which is still like a decent length shower. But
Yeah.
yeah, it used to be longer for sure. But that also, again, like that was before any of you guys had to deal with any sort of acne stuff. So I had like my 3-step acne shit that I
Yeah,
had
I
to
know.
do.
I feel that
like,
the proactive 3-step.
like I had
Yeah,
other
feel
things.
that,
It's not like I just
feel
went in,
that.
shampooed, washed my body, and called
I
it
can't
good.
relate to
Like
that.
I had more shit to do in there.
Man,
Okay.
sleepovers were the days.
Yeah.
Dude, those were the days.
I'll never
I
forget.
wish they hit the same. They just don't hit the same anymore.
They're just like
I'd rather
feel
sleep
like
in my
so much
bed.
more work now. Because
Yeah.
the next day you don't.
You
feel
got to
good.
drive back home and you're like,
Yeah,
and then
morning
like,
after
and like
sleepover is like
halfway
a
through
hangover.
halfway through the night, you're like, damn, I wish I was in my own bed.
Dude, there was times where like we would spend the night at John's house like 2 or 3 nights in a
Yeah.
row. Like
Yeah, we
we
would
just
just
spent
live
like
at
4
John's.
days straight
Just
at
eat-
John's
eat
house.
Frozen
Yeah.
pizza.
The DiGiorno pizza.
Damn, bro.
Uh,
Okay.
Playing Castle Crashers till 4
yeah,
o'clock
no,
in the
I was
morning.
gonna say I'll never forget.
Castle Crashers.
Bro, yo, one time. So our friend Harry got Willig and I hooked on Castle Crashers, which if you've never played it, it was like this really cheap Xbox game on the Xbox store.
It's like a 2D arcadey like.
Yeah, it's this little arcade like game with like you could beat it in a couple hours probably if you like grind it. You could probably beat the whole game in like 6 hours maybe.
Yeah, maybe closer to like 10, but still
okay.
not long.
But like, so we had just got it, and Harry had already beaten the game, and Willig and I got it on my Xbox at my house, and Willig was like, this was when we'd spend the night at each other's house like all the time. And like we played all day and then like all into the night. And then I went to sleep at like 1 maybe because I was exhausted. I'm like, dude, I can't play anymore.
That's
fucking
late for
Castle
John
Crashers.
too.
So I went to sleep at 1 and I'm laying in bed and I can't sleep for 4. It's like 5 in the morning and they're still screaming at each other. Like it's Harry and Willig like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my God, dude, stop, bro, stop. And I was all night and I kept texting them, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to sleep. And I realized
my phone was dead.
I thought they were ignoring me. So I was in my bed getting more and more passive aggressive, like really angry, thinking they were ignoring me. But Willig's phone was dead, so he just didn't know. So
Why did you
that
just
was
like
bad.
screamed off the balcony like
Eventually
shut up?
he did.
eventually I did, but I was just like trying to be passive aggressive. And it got to the point where I told him, he's like, oh, my bad, my phone's dead. Like, dude, I'm going to choke you.
Damn. Who was with us when we were playing Slender Man in your house?
I was there too.
Was it me and
That was
you?
you
I
and me
was-
at the chair. They were off doing something
Yeah,
else. I think.
yeah. Yeah.
I just I remember,
Wait, I vaguely remember that. What happened?
It was
again?
like dark in
we were
John's
just
house.
playing Slender Man like up in your office area or whatever. I remember specifically what happened in the game too. Like there's the showers, right? And apparently I don't know if I had like this was like my first time playing the game or
Same.
something, but I had watched a video or something and I was like, oh, okay. Apparently I knew that Slender Man was just like never in the showers. And I was like, okay, it's fine. Like Slender Man, like he's never in the showers. We'll be safe in here. And I walk around the corner in the showers and he's like fucking inches away from us. And Kyle and I both just fucking screamed and like jumped out of the chair. That
And
shit
it was dark.
scary.
That
Looking
was
back,
like
it's probably
that was
not
a
scary.
Probably not.
Slender Man.
no. I bet it would still be scary, especially if you turn all the lights off and you get in the mood.
Yeah.
No, I think what happened was I think you guys were playing, and me and someone else I think were downstairs because I just remember I don't remember witnessing it, but I remember like just hearing you guys go. Oh my God!
Oh, good times.
I miss it. All right, what's next, Kyle?
Oh, okay. It's like never have ever dumped someone over text.
These all suck.
Refused.
That's down to 1 for your
Wait,
boy.
wait. What?
All
Wait,
right.
you guys have all dumped someone over
In
text?
middle
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Oh no, that doesn't count.
Oh,
I'm talking like real relationship.
Oh no.
No.
Well,
you dumped someone.
but it was like it was kind of going downhill and like we were far apart and it was like this is just
you didn't bother calling.
it was pretty like mutually done. It was just like
It was like already over. You just had to make it official.
yeah.
Okay.
So this is me making it official. We're over.
Pretty much.
Send.
I still like.
Kinda.
Actually, I think we've addressed this. But like at this age, do you like officially have to make it official when you're dating someone nowadays?
I think it's up to
Depends
the,
on the
it's
people.
up to it's up to the people in the
Yeah.
relationship.
Wait, so how did you guys dump someone over text?
Mine was middle
In
school.
middle
What was it,
school.
though?
No.
What?
How
like-
How was it?
What was the
It was
scenario?
sick.
the thrill?
You know, it
No,
was
I just fucking
awesome.
texted her saying like, "Hey, I don't remember what I said. I just broke
yeah,
up with her.
I'm
It wasn't
pretty,
anything extraordinary."
yeah.
Yo, you
Pretty
know
sure I
what's-
gave the classic like, it's not you, it's me.
I got dumped twice over text in middle school.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Yo,
yeah.
I actually one time
I think I know who both of them are.
I know who
You
both
do.
of them are.
You all do.
Yeah.
One time I in middle school I like wasn't sort of dating a girl, not really. It was like for a day, and then I didn't talk to her at school, and then her friend was like, "Yo, you got to talk to her if you guys are like dating." And I was like, "Nah." And then like that night, so we
You gotta talk to her.
I was like, no, fuck that.
Nah, that's not why I did this shit.
yeah. So no, and what sucks is that like this girl was so hot and still is so hot, and I
Alright.
just lost it. But so that day I didn't talk to her, and then that night she texted me like, "Hey, so like why didn't you talk to me?" And I just
Why
never
don't you
responded. I just never ever talked to her again. I didn't respond to the text.
Dick.
I just
Have you talked to her since?
nope, never have never talked to her again.
Not one time.
Nope.
Ever.
Ever.
Oh,
Because
oh my God.
yeah, so it's kind of confusing. But when we went to middle school,
Oh.
so for those of you who don't know, so our middle school is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and after 6th grade, half the kids got like transferred to a
Depending
different
on where
school.
you lived.
Yeah, if you lived in a different area. So after 6th grade, there was a new middle school built. So half the kids left, and she was one of them, and I've just never seen her
Just
since.
see ya.
Yeah,
Damn, bro. The one that got away.
and it was weird because it was
What
like
could have been, man.
No, but in a way, I'm
Could've
still
been.
dating her.
That's kind of true. You never broke
Like
up.
we never broke up.
You should
Well,
hit her
were
up on
you
social
ever
media.
actually dating to begin
You
with?
should hit her up on social, like slide her DMs. Hey, so we're still boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
Are we still
I
official?
was like, hey, sorry I didn't talk to you back in 6th grade, but what's up?
Or I just slide and say, "Hey, babe,
Long time
been
no see.
busy, but I'm ready to go on a date again."
I think I'm cool with talking to you now.
Finally ready to have that conversation.
Yeah, I always wonder like if I just slid into someone's DM who I haven't talked to in like 15 years.
Do it, dude. 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 7.
Yeah. If you care about someone, John, just want
We
to.
both have somebody in mind.
There's
We-
this girl that Kyle and I went to
Yeah.
elementary school with that moved
Yeah.
away.
It's the one that got away.
We
my first
both
grade
dated her,
girlfriend.
so if she ever moves back, it's gonna be a battle to see who gets her.
Yeah, I had 2 girlfriends in 1st grade, and she was one of them.
Yeah.
Damn.
She moved.
Fucking player.
Yo, oh my God, another thing. This is, wow, good content, guys. This is good content this episode. I'm fucking pissed, okay? My mom, like last month, told me that, okay, there was 2 girls that were like the hottest girls in elementary school.
Yeah.
One of them moved away first, and then the other one, her name was Libby. She moved away also.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Libby so much that I wrote her like a letter, like a goodbye letter.
Simp.
And she was
Sim.
fuck you. She was best friends with my neighbor, okay? Not best friends, but like pretty good friends with my neighbor. So I wrote her this letter, and I knew that the next day was her last day before she was moving, and she was going to be at my neighbor's house as like a goodbye party or whatever. So I wrote this, and I gave it to my neighbor. And like she and I were kind of friends, but I was too nervous to like give this letter to Libby in person. So I was like, can you, or like, I don't know, I told my mom or something happened where I gave this letter to someone to give it to Libby.
Probably written in like crayon with a terrible, I love you.
And my mom found it. My mom never gave it to her. My mom has it. She's like, hey, John, I found this letter you wrote to Libby. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that was supposed to be given to Libby in 5th grade, and you just kept it.
And now she'll never know that I love her. And now that
Yeah. She might have ruined that.
No, that was in
potential-
1st grade.
No.
Yes,
no.
it was.
Libby wasn't
You're
there
thinking
in
it. You're thinking it reversed. No, Libby was first. The other one was in
Libby
5th.
moved in 1st grade.
Yeah,
Yes,
the other
yes.
one was in
Damn, I
5th.
can't believe
Other
I
was
had
in
the
5th.
balls to write her a letter.
That's what I'm
It's
saying. It was
first
probably
grade.
written in crayon with bad handwriting.
Dude, but the fact that my mom just like cucked me like that.
John, what are the odds that you clip this and you find her on Instagram?
At her.
No, she has a
And-
boyfriend. I've found her. She's
Like
hot
still?
still. Yeah.
Still?
Yeah,
guess
I was
that's
gonna
nice.
say,
Goalies get
just
scored
take
on.
a picture.
Goalies get scored on.
It's true.
Yo, no, that'd be funny if I like post this and then I like tag her. But that'd be also really
That would be
creepy.
The
so
creepy,
Yeah.
What are the creepiest things you
Hey, I
can
know,
do?
If she
I know
finds
it's been
this-
like 14 years, but
Not even, dude. Way longer.
longer.
But yo, you know what's
16.
crazy though?
Yeah.
I might have
Wow,
told.
way longer, Kyle.
I didn't realize how young we actually were.
So, Libby moved,
Yeah.
and she moved like across the country. And then get this: the year before Libby moved, we had family friends who like lived in a different part of the state than us, but we hung out with them like whatever, because there was a kid my age, and then his older sister was my sister's age, so we were like family friends. They moved across the country as well. Turns out Libby and this kid went to the same high school and sat next to each other in their English class in high school.
Should have given him the letter, dude. Hey, John from 1st grade wants you to get this letter.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. Like, because I reached out to him, and he, like, at some point I was like, yo, by any chance, like, you live in the same city as this girl. Do you know her? He's like, oh, my God, I sit next to her.
That is crazy.
So maybe.
Small
That's
world.
when
one
she
that got
sits
away.
on me.
Oh, don't say that, dude.
How old was she?
You're gonna make John sad, okay?
Yeah. No, in high school. You can sit on
Oh,
people's
okay.
face
I
in
thought
high
we were
school.
talking about that. You're right. You can.
What age is, like, appropriate to start sitting on faces?
Like whenever.
Age
Like,
of consent,
like-
whatever that is.
If
Like-
your dad did it to you when you were 4 years old, that'd
What?
be okay. If Steve sat on John's face
No.
when John
Are
was 4
we-
years old,
We're cutting that. That is so wrong. That's getting cut out. Anything else
all
terrible you
right.
want to say before we go back into the podcast? No.
Cool. We're going to hop into the segments here, guys.
Didn't finish. Never have I ever.
All right,
Jordan
so let's
loses.
start the podcast.
All right, welcome back to Week in Middle School. We're going to cut that entire podcast.
Oh my god.
that wasn't even meant to be sexual. You guys took it sexual.
Yeah, no.
Sitting on their
What was that meant
face,
to
like,
be?
No, for all he meant, it was like
a
just
fart,
sitting.
like a
Like,
beef stew.
yeah, like he just
That's what I was
Yeah, well,
imagining.
when I hear
was
sit on my
literally- I was
face-
literally imagining a beef stew with John's face.
The
When I hear
term, the
sit-
term "sit on my face" is usually a sexual thing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well,
It's
one
okay. It's
dad-
an honest
let's
mistake.
make it a beef stew thing.
Honest
guys.
mistake, Jordan. It's okay.
Okay.
Once in a lifetime. I never make a mistake again.
So we're gonna hop into the segments here. How it works is today we have A and F of the no.
No, today's
Why'd you Google that?
And
And fan questions. So for my why'd you Google that? If you guys are not familiar with how this works, we go on Google and we kind of like start typing something in and see what autofills, or if there's just like a burning question that you have to Google.
Mhm.
So mine is. This was a burning question I had.
Same for
And
mine.
so I was laying in bed and I couldn't sleep the other night. And I was just thinking, why is it that when you're asleep, if someone like moves you, like if they move your body lightly enough, you don't wake up. But if you get like jolted, you do wake up. So my question was,
It's the kick from Inception.
yeah. So it kind of,
Pretty much, honestly.
and so I Googled, why do people wake up when they're moved? And I didn't really get the answer I was looking for. Cause it makes it seem like my question is a dumb question because it says like, oh, there's two parts of the brain, central to sleep, and like, oh wait, that's talking about sleep paralysis.
I have very bad sleep paralysis sometimes. I've been
Really?
getting that a lot recently.
Like in what sense?
I
Like
get
where
it
you're like-
quite a bit. Where like I'm consciously awake, but I can't move my body.
Wait,
Yeah.
but that's
happened to me
Wait,
before.
and sleep paralysis is different than lucid dreaming?
Yes,
Yeah.
'Cause
very
that sounds
different.
like lucid
Yeah.
dreaming.
It's happened to me like once a month for like the little last.
Wait, so
couple months.
you're awake?
So like in my brain, I'm like, oh, I'm awake, and I
Yeah.
can't move.
yeah.
It's kind of scary.
That's happened to me too. It is really
and it
weird.
takes everything in you to move.
It's
You're like,
it's you have to try so hard to move and wake
Shim,
up.
you've never heard of sleep paralysis?
I mean, like I've heard the term. I didn't
It's
really.
like
Yeah,
a
it's
common.
pretty-
I
it's
didn't
it's
like
a
know
common
how
thing.
it affected people.
and you hallucinate sometimes. So like I've hallucinated, and I've seen.
So that
I
literally
saw
sounds like
spiders
lucid dreaming,
fighting.
though.
No, lucid dreaming is like
You're like in control of your dream.
Oh, you are in
like
control.
you're
Actually,
lucid
yeah.
dreaming. You're like you're still asleep, but you're in a dream, right?
I've never tried. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, you're like
It's kind
I
of like
don't
you're
know-
awake in the dream almost.
I think
kind
you
of,
can
yeah.
get
It's
sleep
like
paralysis
you
from
can
that.
control your dream, kind of. Whereas like with sleep paralysis, what's happened to
You
me at
literally
least
just like
is
you
like
wake up and you can't move.
so
Yeah.
what happens to me is like I'll wake up, but I'm still laying in bed and my eyes are still closed.
Yeah.
But I'm dreaming of my surroundings basically. So it like
Oh.
feels like I'm
Oh.
awake kind of, but I'm actually still asleep. And so I'll see my mom like walk in my room or something when she's not actually there or whatever, and I like
okay.
can't move and I'm stuck. But then you
wanna
try really
know-
hard, you can move, and I open my eyes, and obviously, my
I want
mom's
to know
not
the
there or
science
whatever.
behind that. That's interesting.
It's really weird.
Because
I've tried
Kyle and
looking
John,
it
you guys
up.
were also talking about like the nervous system, and that was kind of dumb. But that's very interesting to me too. I love the nervous system.
Well, okay. Well, I can't really find the answer to my question, but in terms of sleep paralysis, it says there's two parts of the brain thought to be central of sleep paralysis: the parietal lobe and
Parietal.
the temporal lobe. With a little misfiring in these lobes, your brain wakes up, but your body stays asleep. So when you try to move, your body doesn't listen.
Yeah.
So one part of your brain's awake and the other one's not.
Oh, that's interesting.
And
So you guys got fucked up brains.
Yeah.
Mine and Shim's brain are just perfect.
you guys should just figure it the fuck out.
We got a more powerful.
Talking
brain.
about perfect brains, we should talk about Jordan's math question from
Oh
earlier.
my god. Okay, this is my why'd you Google that, but it's more of a why'd you ask Alec that? Because Alec is the math guru of our friend group. Mostly
just the
because
smart
we
one.
didn't finish college. Anyways, so last night I was baked. Surprise, surprise. In the shower, I was thinking about I don't know why I was thinking about discounts. Don't ask me why I was thinking about retail in the shower. I was thinking about retail though. And I was like, if I know the price, say like a t-shirt is $10, but that's a sale price. It's on sale for $10 and you know that it's 20% off. And I was like, well, how do I know what's the correct way to find out like the original price, not the sale price? And so I was on my calculator, after I got out of the shower, I was like just plugging in, plugging out. What's that thing? What's that called?
What?
Plug and chug?
An equation?
Plug and chug? No, it's you try and you don't.
Trial and error.
Trial and error. Whoa!
Oh my god.
Whoa!
That's
Trial and error.
That's the most
Yeah.
basic term.
Yeah, that shit.
I thought it
That
was
shit. That
something way
shit cool.
deeper
That
than
shit
that.
cool. Yeah. Anyways, trial and error. Yeah. I was doing that on my calculator on my phone, and I was like, okay, well, if you just divide 10 by 0.2, you should get it. And I was doing it, and I was like, I wasn't getting the right answer. And so I was like, you know what? I'll just ask Willig tomorrow because Willig can probably solve it better than Google.
And of course, Willig could answer his question in like 10 seconds.
And so,
but we still didn't get it.
Willig gave Kyle and I a really quick answer. He pulled out 1.25 out of his ass, and I was what the fuck?
Okay, all right, so here's the context. He was saying you have your normal price is 100% of the normal price. It's the price. Say it's on sale for 80%, so it's 20% off. How do you know if you know what the discounted price is? How do you get back to the full price, knowing that it's 20% off?
I thought you just multiply by 1.2.
So he thought since you're taking 20% off, you just add 20% of the discounted price.
Put it right back.
I don't remember what Jordan said. Jordan said
I said divide it by 0.2.
Divide by the discount, right? Okay, when in reality what it is it's 1.25 because 80% is 4/5, right? So to get back to 1,
we were both like
whole,
1 step off, guys.
You have to multiply by 5/4, which is 1.25.
So you're putting in that 4th back.
Right, because that additional fraction, instead of being the additional 20%, like Kyle thought, it's 25% of the 80%.
Yeah, see, that's
that
what
makes sense.
Now that I think about
so
it,
it's 25% of the 80 to get to the 100.
That's right. Yeah.
Exactly. And that shit messes me up. That's why I always got it wrong in exams. And
I was
quizzes.
good at math though.
Dude, I did so bad in math.
I was
so bad.
I was good at math, but only if it's like if I'm actively doing it all the time.
Only if it was like 2 + 2 and maybe like height times width.
Okay.
So multiplication.
Area.
Something like that.
Okay.
But like, how do you
that's right.
How do you, if you haven't taken math since freshman year
How
of
do you
college,
retain all of it?
Yeah, how do you retain this? Remember how to do stuff like that?
Powerful brain.
I think it's the way my brain works. I'm like,
well, you've been playing with numbers though, because you still do like
finance. I'm in
I
majored in finance, so yes, but like a lot of the actual math is done on a calculator. Like you're not.
Yeah.
It's such complex math that it's it's not something you would do in your head or even with a pencil and paper, because it's just unnecessary and would take so long. When you have a calculator, I could do it in so much shorter time. It's more about knowing how to do it. But I think the reason I can like retain that stuff and I understand it pretty well is just like the way my brain works. I'm very like problem solving oriented, like logic oriented. I really think about like why it makes sense the way it does versus just like what's the rule. Like I've never been someone to just memorize the math rule.
That's like me. But that's like me though. I was always like in science. I was always curious, like why though? I'm like, why?
Right.
What's causing this? And in math, I never got that fucking answer. It's like because of this equation, and you plug the numbers into this equation. I'm like, who the fuck made that equation?
So I'm gonna be honest.
Like when you really break it down. Even the equation, it's like a little harder to get to that why, but you can still get there.
I know.
So like,
but
for example,
but why did he make this equation with these letters? And like, why did who came up with these letters?
I hate talking about math, dude.
It's just I have just endless questions with math.
I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of math teachers do a really bad job at teaching math.
Yes, I've had some awful math teachers.
HB Telling, the absolute goat, our math teacher, one of our math teachers in high school. He was like probably him and who else? Like Miss Saylor from middle school, if you guys had Miss Saylor. Those two teachers did a great job. Pretty much every other math teacher that I can think of was not very good at teaching math.
Yeah, I just had all the shitty ones.
Because it's honestly not an easy thing to describe to people who are learning it for the first time. Like it's so obscure in a lot of ways that like you need to be able to explain it well, and a lot of people can't. I think a lot of math for me, it's not that I taught myself, but like I learned how to understand it by myself. It wasn't from what they said a lot of times.
Yeah.
Like I kind of had to work my way through it. And I like there was times when I was even younger before I moved over here where like I would do math problems in a different way from the teacher and get the right answer.
I created my own way to do it.
Excuse me, that's actually the wrong way. If you multiply this by this and you divide it by this, then you get this answer.
At my old school, we did it this way, and this is easier.
We just started shitting on Willig.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, guys. My point is that I learned how to do it. I didn't just like listen to the rule of like, oh, it's this is the equation and you plug the numbers in here. I tried to understand why it made sense.
Pythagorean formula.
Pythagorean theorem.
Good try though.
Too.
All right, Willig, what's the quadratic formula? Go.
X equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac
all over
2a.
Damn,
Oh,
good job, Kyle.
Wait,
Nice.
what's Pythagorean theorem?
A squared plus b squared equals c squared. That's just a triangle.
What's y equals mx plus b?
That's just a
Linear.
standard slope of a
How the
Wait,
fuck do you know that?
what's the
Equation
equation
of
of
a
a
line.
parabola?
I don't fucking know, and I don't want to know.
It's
Oh,
MX squared plus
remember
BX
the
plus C.
parabolas,
What are
the
those?
rainbows,
It's
the
like-
upside down rainbows. The
if
U's?
I remember correctly, it's MX squared plus BX plus C.
You know what I
Yes,
fucking hated?
dude,
you know what I
fuck
fucking
you,
hated?
get outta
Was
here.
sine and cosine and tan.
Yeah,
Oh,
screw
Fuck
that stuff.
those. Fuck the
Sine curve
wavelengths.
Yeah, dude. Why do
Yo,
you need to know
fuck
that?
you, tan.
guys, this is actually good. Willig, I vividly remember I was like in math, and I was always really good at math. But once I started
you're really
hitting,
good at
no,
math.
I was. But once I hit the sine, cosine, once I got to calculus,
That's right.
that's where my wall kind of hit.
Same.
Mine hit in
And
geometry.
I remember at lunch one day, Willig is the reason that I kind of conquered that phase of math. Willig actually helped my brain get through that barrier.
Wow.
I also
taking
think
a
I'm
lot.
like relatively good at explaining things. Like
Yeah.
I think I can figure out like how people need it to be explained to understand things, whereas
Yes.
like a lot of teachers don't do that. They
Except
just
for when
like
you-
teach it the way they teach it, and if you don't get it, you're fucked.
Except when you explain stocks. That
No,
just-
he did good.
Okay,
Willig did
that's
good.
also like they're pretty complex to just like
Yeah.
learn in a conversation. Like there's a
No.
lot to
Yeah.
it, you know, and I don't have the best understanding of like I'm still learning more about it. So
Yeah.
No, you did, Willig. You're great at explaining things for dumb people.
thanks.
That's a very good skill set that you have. All right,
God.
Kyle-
Anyways, my question
yeah.
was, what is the world's longest pee?
Yes.
Do you guys? Okay.
Penis.
What do you guys?
Talking
Because I
whales.
peed for like a long time last night, and I think my record is like legitimately because people say like, oh, dude, I peed for like 3 minutes, but that you didn't. You know what I mean?
I think mine's legitimately like
Mine's
probably like
2
one. I'm
minutes.
gonna say like 105, 110.
Mine's like for sure minute and a half to 2 minutes,
That's what I'm saying.
which is
Maybe
like
I had
long.
2 minutes,
Yeah.
I've definitely peed for 2 minutes or more.
I don't think I've ever peed for more than a minute and a half.
Because
Probably
like,
a minute. to a
when
minute
you're
and a half, yeah.
streaming,
Probably
you're like,
a
damn,
minute,
this has probably been
honestly.
like a minute and a half. But it's probably been like 45 seconds. You know.
Yeah.
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 Okay, I will say there was this one time when I was at the airport with my dad,
Oh.
and we went
It's
into the
always the
bathroom
airport.
together, and there was one urinal open, so my dad took it, and so another guy had started peeing like around the same time as him. So I'm waiting for a spot,
Just
right?
pacing.
So my dad's going pee. No, this other dude finishes. I go out. I go pee. Whatever. I finish. Then another dude comes in after me and starts peeing. That dude finishes, and then my dad finishes.
You sure
It
your
was
dad
like
wasn't shy? And like,
three full length pees
dad was just a little
in
shy.
the time that my dad was peeing.
damn, bro. So if you guys had to guess, how long would you say the world's longest pee is?
4 minutes.
That's in sec. Wait, let me calculate in seconds.
Dude,
Okay,
hang on, hang on.
I'm gonna change my guess. I'm
Hang
gonna
on.
go.
anytime there's a world's
200
biggest
seconds.
anything,
230.
it's always insane. Wait,
Yeah.
what do you say, Kyle? In seconds?
220
6
seconds.
minutes.
Oh, God.
Guess-
I'm guessing-
guess in
I'm-
minutes,
I'm
guess in
guessing
minutes.
It's gonna
6
be like
minutes.
10 minutes or something.
Guess it's 6 minutes.
I'm gonna guess 6 minutes and 41 seconds.
Okay.
You say what?
I said 6 minutes.
I'll guess 7.5 minutes.
It's over 8.5 minutes.
What?
508 seconds.
How?
Was
I
this
don't
dude
know.
like? Was he like straining it so he would pee really slowly so he could
Do
beat
you
that
have-
record?
Maybe.
Do you have like any backstory? Can you like?
I'm trying to find it.
Maybe he just like, maybe he got surgery to make his hole smaller so that he could only stream out a little,
But
like
it would
drops at a
wouldn't
time.
it just shoot out way faster if that was the case?
No, just like
'cause
you,
it can only come out at a certain.
you know,
Think
like-
about a hose, dude.
yeah, but you know, like
Think
a
about
faucet,
a hose,
you know, a
right? If
faucet?
you put your thumb on it and make the hole smaller, it starts spraying out.
yeah.
It didn't really give any information, but the world record's 8.5 minutes.
Maybe like
No,
a
what-
faucet though, like that drips a little, like bloop, 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 bloop.
That doesn't count. I feel like it's got to be a continuous
Gotta be
stream.
a stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think Willig's right. He probably like intentionally,
Strained it.
even though it was burning,
yeah.
he probably tried to
Oh,
make it
God.
last.
Fuck that, dude.
He got a bladder
For 8
infection.
minutes?
for-
He's like edging
for a
himself
world
for
record.
peeing.
Oh, dude, he definitely got some sort of. Isn't it? It's bad for
It's
your
terrible to hold
liver
your
or your kidney.
Your bladder.
No, but there's if you hold in your pee, it affects one of your other organs. I think it's your kidney.
kidney. I think it's kidney.
Lungs.
Because my sister always told me like, it's bad for your kidneys if you
Probably
like,
your
hold it
kidneys.
in.
Yeah.
I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Your
know
kidney filters
That's how you
your
can
pee.
get
If-
kidney stones,
if
right?
you have kidney failure, you pee a lot.
That would.
Isn't that how you get kidney stones? Or can't you get kidney stones from like
Probably.
I don't know, but that sounds like the worst thing ever, and I never want to have a kidney stone in my
Yeah,
life.
Jesus Christ.
That sounds so
Kidney
bad.
stone or
What even
hemorrhoid.
is that?
It's like you're peeing out like an airsoft pellet.
Yeah, so kidney
Yeah.
stone, kidney stone or
Yeah,
hemorrhoid.
dude.
Where do the pellets come from?
Kidney
Your
stone or
kidneys.
hemorrhoid.
I take a kidney
They
stone.
just develop these little
I
pebbles.
don't know.
It's like a
I don't
little
know the
piece of
science behind it. I don't know
something.
how it works.
Oh,
I don't know.
that sounds terrible.
But it's supposed to be extremely excruciating.
Yeah, it sounds absolutely terrible. Some guy on the Mariners like passed a kidney stone during a game.
like he was playing and he just
Yeah, maybe that was. I heard that from somebody. Maybe that was a rumor, but Miguel Olivo.
Oh man.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. Anyways, fan
right.
questions.
Moving on to the fan questions here.
Let's see what we got today. First question is from Arctos11_13. What is the craziest conspiracy theory you've ever heard that you think might be true?
Okay, so I haven't heard like a ton of conspiracy theories. I can't say that this is for sure the craziest one I've heard that I think might be true, but it's recent and it's current and it's like has to do with shit going on today. I don't know if you guys saw, but there was a Chinese virologist who apparently worked at a lab in Wuhan.
Okay.
And she there was an interview with her on, granted it was on like the Tucker Carlson show or something, which is a extremely conservative show. Like,
Okay.
so take that as you will, right?
Okay.
And she went on the show claiming that the COVID-19 pandemic was not actually found in nature, and it was developed by scientists in China and was intentionally spread.
I could believe that.
So yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, damn, like that. If that's true, that's fucking crazy. Number one, right? But like, why would they do that? Like, what would China gain to, or like, benefit from that?
Yeah.
Like, why would that be good for them?
I mean, our economy's down right now, and they're like,
Right. So the world economy is down. Maybe that would be good. Or, maybe it's like a population control thing, because we already know like China has already done like, has placed limits on the number of kids you can do. And so obviously they're aware of that being a problem. So like, I don't want to jump to the conclusion that, yeah, this is true just because somebody claims that,
one
I
person
worked
said
there
it.
and this is I don't, from what I've heard, there's no like substantiated evidence. I'm not sure, but pretty crazy idea and
I think there's potential.
could be possible. It wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
And this COVID situation has probably inspired a lot of other governments that want to like potentially use what's the term?
biological warfare.
Yeah, biological warfare. Like it's probably proven like, oh shit, this stuff works.
Yeah, I mean, this is a totally different kind of biological warfare from what's been done in the past. But
Yeah.
And like, I feel like honestly, no government should consider doing like this. This is the type of thing that I could imagine like a terrorist organization doing. But like, when the world economy is down, like it's not
No one
like
benefits from it.
Chinese economy is actually benefiting, right? Like, I guess maybe in
Isn't-
relation.
aren't they-
I don't
they're
know,
probably doing
look,
better than us
relative,
right
I'm
now.
pretty
relative
sure
to other
ports are
countries.
shut
maybe.
down. Like there's not a lot of
Yeah, and
trading
like there's
going
huge
on.
like
Maybe it backfired. I don't
trade
know.
wars and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, but it's a crazy idea. It
Yeah.
might be true.
Well, I think Tupac's alive.
But do you actually believe that, or do you
Is that just like, oh yeah,
like a
Tupac's
meme?
alive, or like
I don't know. Like the stuff that I read, it seems like there was much evidence that he's actually dead,
okay?
and like there was a reason that he was gonna go to jail. I think so.
But do you think he could actually successfully evade anyone figuring out he's
Yeah,
alive for
that's
this
the
many
thing.
years?
I don't know, because I think that this is one thing. Is like the whole like Illuminati conspiracy or whatever. I think that has some sort of potential.
I
to
think
it.
not the Illuminati, but I think there are.
like a John standing.
You're good.
No, but yeah, I think there is like a top 1% that does make decisions and rule, not like rule the world.
1% of the 1%.
No,
Yeah.
but
Like
no,
Mr.
literally,
Robot.
literally, I think. Okay, that is true. It is.
That's from the
yeah,
intro
Mr.
of
Robot. But no, I do think like a lot of the people who are rich and famous and have a lot of power do most of the decision making and have a lot of the influence on like the people, or I guess the people with money and power make or have influence on the people in the position to make decisions.
I mean, you look at people like Jeffrey Epstein, right?
Yeah.
It's like this dude was just like rich and powerful,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the amount of shit that he was able to get away with
Exactly. I
With
think
a
for
lot of other
so
famous people.
long.
And
With
like-
yeah,
and
with
like-
like fucking royalty in England and
Yeah.
No,
like
exactly.
presidents.
And that's
and,
why
like,
I'm thinking
yeah.
like, you know how who's that bitch who got sent to jail? She's gonna
Maxwell.
Ghislaine,
Yeah,
his
before she gets
second-hand
murdered.
yeah,
woman or
yeah,
whatever.
she's gonna get murdered by the
Ghislaine
1%.
Maxwell, yeah.
so that the 1% doesn't get like exposed.
And then they all point fingers at each other, and then it just
Yep, and then it just dies down.
happens.
But really, we should all be like, let's figure out all the shitty people on both
Yeah.
sides.
Yeah.
And then I also think not really conspiracy theory, kind of. I think I used to not believe in aliens, but the more I think about it, dude, every galaxy, every planet, we cannot be the only fucking living thing here.
I think you're an idiot if you don't believe in alien in some form of.
Some form of like other being living, because we're the only planet in every single fucking galaxy to have water and earth or like land, like breathable air.
Right.
Exactly.
Like,
I don't think I'd think someone's an idiot if they don't believe it.
I would
Up until there's evidence. If there's some sort of evidence and you still don't believe it, then I'd think you're an idiot.
There is evidence, though.
think that you're ignorant if you are if you're set in your belief that there isn't. If you're accepting, if you're like, oh, I don't think there is, but it's possible, I get that. Because there's no reason for you to truly, truly believe it when there's hasn't been any evidence. But for the people who are like, oh no, like we're the only humans or we're the only life out there, like there's no life anywhere. I'm like, how can you honestly believe you have the knowledge to say that?
But the Pentagon recently released like statement saying like, yeah, we have.
No, I looked deeper into that. That's not exactly what they said.
Oh fuck. I still think they're real. Also, Bigfoot's real. I will.
Don't know how I feel about Bigfoot.
Bigfoot is not real.
Okay, is it more likely that Bigfoot's real or that John marries Emma Stone?
I remember this conversation.
I remember this conversation too.
Guys,
They're both pretty damn close to zero. So
Emma Stone just got engaged too. So.
Wow.
Okay, all right,
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot it is. Let's go.
All right.
okay, here, how about this? If you think aliens are real, do you think our planet has been visited by aliens ever?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they just like haven't made contact with us?
Octopuses.
You think octopi are aliens?
No, I
don't know.
I
Octopuses?
wouldn't be shocked if the government has some sort of like craft. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if everything Bob Lazar says is true, but I wouldn't be shocked if some of that is true.
Yeah.
fair.
If you were a guy, what kind of girl would you be attracted? Wait,
If you were a guy?
I think no, sorry.
Whoa.
If
That's
I
good.
was
That's also say
Oh, I think. Wait, what?
If you were a girl,
Say
what
it
kind
was
of guy?
Well, this is from our buddy Matt, so maybe he was trolling, but we'll flip it around. If you were a girl, what kind of guy would you be attracted to?
Probably me, dude.
No, but like realistically,
wow, that's really
who do you?
pretentious? Jesus God.
Yeah, holy shit,
I'm
dude.
just trying to hype myself
You
up.
love yourself that much? Damn.
Self-love,
So basically,
man.
what he's asking is, who do you think, in your opinion, when you look at like hot guys, who do you
Are we
think?
talking looks or like personality traits or what?
We could do both, but
Both.
I don't really know why I asked because I still don't know. But
like I've said, I think Michael B. Jordan is probably the
Dude,
hottest
yeah.
guy.
I think,
But that's just me.
if I was a chick, if I was like an attractive enough chick, I'd totally be a gold digger.
Okay, so but who?
Just like
Anybody who has money.
Yeah, money
Yeah.
makes you attractive.
You
if
could
I,
do that
if
as a
I was
guy,
if I was a
too.
chick, yeah.
If you're a
but-
better looking dude, you could be a gold
No,
digger.
as a guy,
Makes
this is some real shit. So if you're trying to date me out there, hear this out. All right.
Okay.
Um,
For all the ladies.
for all the
preview.
ladies listening, you can't just come to me with all your fucking problems. Go to the gym or play a sport, release stress somewhere else, and then come to me with the rest of the problems.
What if they play a sport and go to the gym and then still have problems?
Then that's fine. But at least you're trying to relieve your stresses and problems and like do something about it, and not just like, oh my god, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not losing fat.
What if?
Go do something
What if-
about it, bitch. Stop
what if-
complaining to me about it. What
What
am I
if-
gonna
Seems
do
like
for
you're not
you?
gonna-
What am I gonna do
What
for
if they
you?
have? What if they have 7
Support them.
problems? Okay, they have 7,
7.
and then they go to the gym, tear their ACL, and then they got like 15 problems.
Damn. Sorry, gotta leave you.
Sorry, I'm dumping you over text. Sorry, this isn't working out. Yeah. Who would I date?
They just need to be self-sufficient, you know.
self-sufficient.
Okay,
Like a parrot.
Self-sufficient
Like a
girl.
parrot is self-sufficient.
Yeah.
No, boy. I'm talking about boy.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Regardless, Shim wants someone who's self-sufficient, whether he
Okay.
dates a boy or a girl.
All right.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm talking about if I was a boy. Okay, never mind. Fuck it.
If
Fuck
you
it.
were a
my
boy,
God,
you're
what
not
is
a
this
boy.
conversation?
Just let's move.
How's a
Kyle,
boy?
who's your guy of choice?
I've said for a while, Zac Efron.
You're standing by that. Okay.
Yeah. He's a
I
little,
got-
he's a
is
little
it
short though.
Good
but
looking man.
I
he's
got
a
Michael B.
great-looking
Jordan.
dude, and he
Shit.
seems like a great person.
Shoot, dude.
Shim's got some old rich guy. It doesn't really matter who.
Some fucking wrinkly old dude.
Yeah. Just some weirdo.
Willig, do you have?
So basically, this is like if I had to pick a male celebrity crush, is basically what we're asking
Sure.
here.
They don't have to be a celebrity though. Maybe it's some some random
It's
guy.
like Derek from down the street or
Oh,
something.
dude, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Joe.
Joe. No. Well,
He's-
Jordan could be into him. I don't know how much money he makes. No,
if Joe makes enough money, I could probably be into him.
I know, but it kind of seems like an Asian.
I meant
joke.
like a gold digger joke.
Yeah, what the fuck? Are you racist?
No,
All right, Willig,
I like ethnic
pick
people.
a guy. There's got to be some guy. You know,
Probably be.
Morgan Freeman.
Sorry, he's a little too old and wrinkly, and he has
Speaking
too many
of
dots
wrinkly
on
dicks,
his
That's
face.
perfect for
He
me.
does have a lot of dots on his face.
It's kind of cute though.
Dude, but his voice, I could probably get off to his voice. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
I
have
wish-
gone out to his voice.
If they ever make a movie about my life, I want Morgan Freeman's voice to narrate it.
Or David Attenborough.
Or Denzel Washington.
David Attenborough, dude. Oh my god, I need another like Planet Earth type
I
show to
know.
come out because I've seen all of them too many times.
Facts. Okay, who's your man?
Oh, okay.
We're putting
Uh,
Willig on the spot here.
Dude, I don't know. I've never really thought about this
3,
much.
2, 1.
Kyle.
All right.
All right, there you go.
Don't gas him up. You're not that attractive.
No, keep gassing me up.
Um,
Someone said I look like a beast in the comments that one time.
Yo.
Let's go.
all right, last question here. I'm gonna alter his question just a tad.
Ooh.
It's from Essay Raggy, and he says, so I'm gonna change it to, what is the first thing you would do if you were the last person alive?
So am I the last person
Masturbate
alive?
with
To-
porn on
to-
my TV.
to-
God damn it! That's actually probably what you would do.
Go to a movie theater.
Jordan probably go
Oh, yo, like the world's biggest like.
I wouldn't know how to do that
Screen.
though.
Bring a sex doll.
I'd figure it out.
I
You'd
could
you find a way, Kyle.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
find a
You're
way.
right, you do find a way.
All right, so Shim would go jerk off in a movie theater.
I would break into the Mariners Stadium and I would like pretend I hit a walk-off grand slam and run the bases.
Oh,
Wow, you're sick.
that'd
Or
be
I'd
cool.
like
You're
be on the
sick,
Seahawks
dude.
field and I'd be like juking people and like dive in, do like the Marshawn Lynch, dive in for the touchdown.
and then no one's there to cheer.
And
him
then
on.
No
crowd's
one's
like,
there to-
Kyle filters in like fake crowd noise like they're doing in the bubble right now.
Yeah, I learned how to fly a plane by myself.
I'd probably
Just die.
I think I would just like walk around naked.
Oh, I'd go everywhere naked.
I would
If I was
go
the last person
everywhere
alive. I would
naked,
not wear
dude.
clothes.
Yeah, like I would just walk in downtown Seattle naked and just see what it feels like.
I'd probably at some point, it wouldn't be the first thing because it's across the country. At some point, I would definitely want to break into the White House and just like explore
Check
the
it
White
out.
House.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that'd be
I'd find
cool.
Area 51.
Oh, I'd
But
go
this
to
is a lot of
Area 51.
traveling, dude. I don't know
Yeah,
how
so
I'm
not
getting
the
this far.
first thing,
Take
but
a-
like,
You'd
take
have
a
to fly
poo,
your own plane too.
Take a poo on the seal.
or you can drive a car. You know, you don't have to
I would like
fly.
shit in
Well,
someone's
yeah.
mailbox. Just in
I
case we
probably
come
wouldn't
back.
trust myself to fly a plane. So.
If this guy comes back, there's gonna be poop in his mailbox. I'd start breaking into rich people's houses too and just like look around.
Look around.
Yeah,
Go
How are
to
you
Bill
gonna-
Gates' house.
yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
going in Bill Gates' house would be pretty cool.
What if someone had like automatic security?
Get
Just
like
got
shot. That suck.
All
Are there,
right,
wait, are there dogs left?
huh?
Are there dogs left?
I would cook up and eat all the dogs.
Yeah, sure. There's dogs. Wait, you cook what?
Cook up and eat all the dogs.
You're evil.
Christ.
You're an evil person.
I would just bring a horde of dogs with me, and that's my squad
Yeah,
that I roll
yeah.
with.
Yeah, I'd hang out with.
Just
some
go
dogs.
rob a pet store and take all the food
Yeah.
and just have like
Who wants
100
you get
dogs.
a bone and you get a bone.
100 dogs just following you.
Exactly.
And you just
Squad.
you don't care if some of them die because you just have hundreds of them.
You just
Squad
eat the
goes
ones that
deep,
die.
baby.
You really wanted to eat these dogs, huh?
Jesus.
God. All right. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Peak to Middle School, guys. This was fun. Did you guys have fun?
Had a blast.
Yeah, I gotta pee. It might be 8 minutes long.
Okay.
I had
this
fun.
is this was the first ever PIMS All-Star game. I think we came out on top on this one.
If you haven't seen me take first place in the Olympics, you should go watch the Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh shit. This is
He didn't deserve that one.
This is the Olympic
Yeah,
squad.
this is the squad.
yeah.
Yeah, go check out our YouTube channel. There's full video versions on there. There's a bunch of other content on there as well. If you guys want to support the show, you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/PIMSpodcast, where you get extra content every single month. Also, you guys should leave a review on the Apple Podcast app, rate us 5 stars, and write literally anything. It helps the show grow, and when we get to 200, we're going to live stream an episode of PIMS on YouTube.
Shibuya.
So yeah, Kyle, where can I follow you?
Instagram at KyleStafford36. Follow the podcast at PIMS Podcast. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Whoa, shit. TikTok's going to be gone.
TikTok.
Well, yeah, TikTok might be
For a
gone.
Triller or something.
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever's next.
Shim, where can I follow you?
Jason Fit on Instagram, and Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
If you guys need programs, he is now a certified
I'm
personal
certified.
trainer.
It's
Hey.
official.
So if you guys want to get freaking jacked or
get real freaking naughty.
or thin or whatever or sexy, hit up Shim.
Or fat.
Willig, do you want
know,
people to
or
follow
fat.
you or nah?
Like I said, I don't use social media, so there's no point in following me. But I appreciate the thought.
Self-awareness.
All right.
Nice.
Well, you guys can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And with that being said, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.